You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Everyone, working together.
She's right. We made it through several deals up to now by doing that. Then, even now,
Alright, let's do this.
I'm just waiting for Nagito to come out of, like, somewhere and be like, "Hey bitches, I have the clues you need." Just randomly, hello. The dwarves, I have blood on left hand, duct tape, Monokuma.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think
I
this
think blood on
through.
left hand is one right here, if I don't...
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Yes, that's true.
He was only able to move his left hand, but his left hand was also tied up.
Oh yeah.
And that rules out his left hand.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, that's wrong!
Dirty joke.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that
Fucking-
he used his left hand.
Robo Nagito would be the best. That would literally be the funniest thing ever.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
No, that's wrong.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
He was holding something long and thick.
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
Wait, that doesn't... Is he holding something? Then, like, stopped holding it. I can't remember what. Stopped holding it. His hand will be open for blood. What the fuck?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
She's talking about
Look, there's blood on the back of his hand. Around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm, and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
The thing about... Now she's trying to lead us into thinking he was holding something, but of course, if a spear was falling down, he would have... Yeah, let it go. Let it go. And of course his hand would be open. He wouldn't be holding anything. I think I got you. What was Nagito? Left hand doing when the blood splattered. It was... gripping? I guess, yes.
I see!
It would be gripping the cord, yeah.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
But if it's gonna fall down, he needs to let it go, so his hand will be open. He was not gripping anything anymore.
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the
Hey,
problem.
Chiaki, what do you think?
Got that? Got that?
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
He gave a fun tail. He was holding onto the cord, of course.
I see! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Well, I still don't think it makes sense that there's blood on that part, because if it was still up there while the spear was falling down, that would fall off. That would, of course, come with it up. So why would blood like splatter up there?
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Gripping onto the
Ah,
shaft.
you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here
Ended on his front tail.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But yet it still doesn't make sense.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
It is solved. Let me put my brain into that game. Nagito was gripping the cord, extending from the butt of the spear, with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with a spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
That's
How it was positioned.
That's the answer. Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbing through his stomach, so it's just before that. Yeah, it was hanging around with steel beam. Like, what are you guys talking about? That's it, how could it be? Steel spear, in fact, Nagito was holding on to the cord attachment. Don't do a hangman's gambit on me. And put just again and think about it. I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear and what state it was in before we stepped next. No! Oh, not the time. Fucking hate hangman's gambit. Yeah, but bloodstain, that's the only thing that makes sense. Which one is jump again? This one, okay. Woo! Fuck you guys. That is so bullshit putting something in Venom. You guys are so shit. Come on, give me a question. Yeah. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above Nagito. Under Nagito. What? It was under Nagito. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's true. It will stop and listen non-stop debate. But in the third game, I played with demo. It seems a little more fun. I'm gonna stream with demo if I get the time for it. After we're done with this. No, probably not today, but some other time. But yeah. No, come on, I didn't get that. Fuck off. Question 2. Beside the spear, what else was above Nagito? Ceiling guider. At least I like this more than like Hangman's Gambit. Whoa! I thought I would go all the way. Okay. Oh my god, why are you doing this to me? Okay. Come on. Give me question. Question 3. What item connects both the spear and the seeing guider? The spear is caught. Nice. Oh my god! Wait, that's it? I thought those 4 questions, okay.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
I didn't even know that was a word. Okay.
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
Yes, he was thinking.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Thank you guys for answering the question I just answered in Logic Dive.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him.
I'm gonna question this. How did he throw up the spear and let it be there while he was tying himself up? Right? Like, if he threw it up before, something had to be holding the spear while he was tying himself up and he grabbed the cord. Or was he holding it at the same time as he tied... Did he throw it up before and then holding it at the same time he was tying himself up with one hand? And the plush and all that shit? While he was laying down. There's something I just...
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder. as the spear was falling.
If the weight on the other end was able to keep it down, then he wouldn't be able to just let it go and then it would fall, of course.
So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
Unless they want to make it look like a suicide.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
It does make sense then why he wouldn't have any wound on his right arm, but still.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
Oh my
That
god.
spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
He was really used to gripping that front tail.
His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be snaring at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. And tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion.
I don't believe this because we haven't got the Monokuma break yet.
Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Akane coming in for a save. Come on. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do you feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is? Or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
I get it. Akane, waifu girl.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
No.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
No.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
I feel like Monokuma is really trying to like... don't decide yet.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery